Hey Super Scratch crew, welcome to the very first edition of Ask Shorty, where you get to ask me scratch questions, life questions, and I'm just going to reply off the cuff and see what happens. So let's go. DJ Matrox says, I'm still a beginner at scratching, so in your opinion, what scratch do you recommend I learn that would benefit me the most as of now? Hope that made sense, LOL. Makes total sense. I'm wondering how far along you are in your scratch journey and which scratches you've already learnt, because that kind of determines the next one. Let's say you're right at the beginning, then the baby scratch is really the foundation. Although it's just moving the record forwards and backwards, it really kind of sets you up with your record hand control, and it's something you can always come back to. Then you move on to like the forward scratch and the reverse scratch, which is letting go of the record, and then the stab scratch is probably next. One of the most fun scratches that I think you can learn right at the beginning is the chirp scratch. You can do quite a lot with that, it's really fun, sounds really funky, so maybe give that a go. DJ Zach1 says, Hi Emma, have you ever entered a DJ competition? Thanks and much love from Italy. First of all, I heart Italy, and second of all, no, I've never entered a DJ competition. You might be wondering why. Well, it's just not really something that's ever really appealed to me. I think it's absolutely amazing what everyone does in the DMCs and the ITF and Red Bull 3 style, but I'm much happier when I'm collaborating with other people rather than competing. So my ideal would be something to like jam out with a band or do Q&As where we're kind of working together. That's just me, everyone's different, and if you enjoy competition, then just go for it. I am DJ Bob. Hey Bob. Do you keep the curve on your crossfader fast in, or do you adjust it based on certain scratches? Good question. I have my crossfader set to the fast, sharpest cut in, so using this as a demonstration, you can see, as soon as the crossfader opens, that's when my sound cuts in, and I keep it on that setting the whole time. You can change it to be more smooth, and that will give you a kind of different effect, but generally I keep it the same for all the scratches. I like it to sound really sharp and clean. But experiment and see what you can create by adjusting the settings, and you might find that you really like it and that it suits your style of scratching. Mels.Rivera says, do you have any tips for anyone who wants to become a DJ, or what equipment is best to use for starting? Thank you. Thank you. Depends what kind of DJ you want to be. If you want to be a scratch DJ, I recommend you go to studioscratches.com, which is a site that I run, and there's a link on there which is the Scratch DJ Equipment Guide, and I've got a whole complete breakdown of everything you need to get started. And as for tips, practice, have patience, and most of all have fun. Coach_AD says, what is your exact equipment setup you use? I've got a Technics 1200 Mark II, which is silver, and the only difference between the 1200s and the 1210s are the colour, so the 1210s are black, 1200s are silver. I like the old school Technics, they just feel amazing. I've also got a Vestax PDX 3000, but I tend to prefer Technics, just the feel of them, even though the Vestax has got ultra pitch. Then I've got a Rane TTM 57 SL as my mixer. I've got Shure M44-7s for my needles or cartridges. What else? Butter rugs, and then my slip mats, and then I've got D-Styles tablecloths, so I kind of change them out. No real reason, I just like them both. What else? Then I've got a whole load of different scratch vinyl like Super Seal, Enter the Scratch Game 1, 2 and 3 by Scratch Science, Darcy and Cut Class and Cymatics records on the Cut and Paste label, they're really cool. And then the speakers I use are Genelex 6010As, and I've got Sennheiser headphones HD25s. Again, if you want a more complete breakdown, you can get my free Scratch DJ equipment guide at studioscratches.com.